Iran is delaying its next move, calculating the perfect moment to strike. But what's really going on behind the scenes? Stay with us as we head into the latest developments. Iran is deliberately delaying its retaliation against Israel, aiming to restore its deterrence without provoking a full-scale war. This careful calculation follows a similar pattern from April 2024, where Iran launched a large-scale attack after the killing of one of its senior military commanders. Western intelligence has suggested that Iran may attack on the Jewish holiday of Tisha B'Av, or later, to ensure maximum impact. The delay is also intended to create psychological stress within Israel, causing disruption in daily life and economic stagnation. This strategy underscores Iran's focus on strategic timing over immediate response. Iran is employing psychological warfare against Israel, intentionally delaying its retaliation to stoke fear and uncertainty. Iranian media claim this approach has disrupted daily routines and stagnated Israel's economy, with some Israelis allegedly attempting to flee the country. This tactic aligns with Iran's broader strategy of using psychological pressure to weaken Israeli society and catalyze reverse migration. The uncertainty surrounding Iran's next move has become a central part of its strategy, aiming to create a state of constant anxiety within Israel, thus achieving psychological victory without direct confrontation. The Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps is conducting a military exercise in Kermanshah Province, western Iran, to enhance combat readiness and vigilance. The exercise, running from August 9th to 13th, is overseen by the Najaf-e-Ashraf operational base, which covers Kermanshah, Hamadan, and Elam provinces. This exercise is part of Iran's broader military strategy to maintain high levels of preparedness across its forces. The IRGC's activities in these provinces are closely monitored, given their strategic significance and proximity to conflict zones. The exercise also coincides with increased regional tensions. Hardline Iranian parliamentarian Ahmad Bakhshayesh Ardestani speculated that Iran could launch a series of attacks on Israel over several days, using up to 600 projectiles. He also suggested that Iran might refrain from retaliating if Israel agrees to a ceasefire with Hamas. These comments, however, are speculative, and Ardestani is unlikely to have access to actual military plans. His remarks reflect the uncertainty and strategic ambiguity surrounding Iran's next move, as Tehran seeks to maintain the upper hand in its ongoing conflict with Israel, while avoiding a direct and potentially catastrophic escalation. Iranian-backed militias continue to target U.S. forces in Syria and Iraq, with the latest attack occurring on August 10th at the Rumeline landing zone in northeastern Syria. The drone attack wounded several U.S. and coalition personnel, with some undergoing testing for traumatic brain injuries. This follows a rocket attack on August 5th at Ain al-Assad Air Base in Iraq, which injured at least 5 U.S. personnel. These attacks highlight the ongoing threat to U.S. forces in the region, and Iran's continued use of proxy groups to exert pressure on U.S. interests in the Middle East. The Israel Defense Forces continued their clearing operations in Khan Yunis, Gaza, on August 11th, targeting Hamas infrastructure and militant positions. The IDF discovered an underground tunnel containing small arms, explosives, and long-term residence facilities. Airstrikes also targeted militia sites and Palestinian fighters, including Hamas engineering commanders and snipers. The IDF's operations are part of a broader effort to dismantle Hamas's military capabilities in Gaza, despite ongoing resistance from Palestinian militias, which have continued to launch mortar and sniper attacks against Israeli forces. The situation remains tense and fluid. Lebanese Hezbollah has escalated its attacks on northern Israel, conducting at least 11 strikes since August 10th, including the first attack on the Elan field base. The IDF intercepted one drone, but others caused damage. Hezbollah claims the base is crucial for assembling and mobilizing IDF forces. This escalation comes in response to Israel's killing of a Hamas commander in Sidonwad. The situation underscores the growing tensions in southern Lebanon and the potential for a broader conflict between Hezbollah and Israel as the regional conflict intensifies.